Natural life without is like waiting on guests to join the chat so we can speak more on this matter. And something look white like a chalk, so the light white. I must see white man light. Something yes, sit on it. I'm gonna invite Trina back to the chat because she said each time she come to the live, look like I would do a minute to go in. Because this just natural life without is life waiting on guests to join while I see what level of lighting is better for this film. Alright, let me check the quality on this. The bot files is there. Thanks for coming. Are you seeing me clearly? Thanks for coming, man. Yeah, I wanted to know the quality of this film, but when I'm looking through the computer, I'm seeing it blurry. But I'm looking through a device here and I'm seeing it clearly. Mm, I want to speak on the topic of slavery. I do not know much about slavery. I am trying to I'm trying to do some research to learn more about this as I go along. But guys, I'm in the fields daily. But files, you see my life. And I am seeing some things that I have to be thinking, was this so? So I called on a friend this morning and I relate what I think happened during the time of slavery. And my friend agreed. Thumbs up to that, man. So I want to see how much guests I will have this morning to speak on this matter and to learn how much people will agree, how much person would agree on what I found out about slavery by going through the bushes. So, but first, thanks for coming. Let me see if I can invite Trina because earlier I was going to water the pineapples and the other plants. The rain came, I got wet. I had to change my garment. I need to dry my hair out. But give thanks to the little sprinkle. It didn't came for long. I really, really, really wanted rain on the plants. I saw some goats eating my plants. Sorry. They were lurking around, so they ate some of my plants. I hope the owners of those goats tie them up. So while waiting on guests to join, I will continue to invite some friends. Trina's motivation was here this morning, and she said, "This is my third live, um, and it's always rolling." So this is the reason why I came on the laptop instead of my phone because it seems like some places It's not sickle. So while waiting on guests to join, mhm, I will not spill the bean as yet to say what I have noticed. Let's go get my rye plantain blend with pineapple from the kitchen and return. I should have gotten it before I come here, but I just remember I'm going to get my breakfast, which is rye plantain blended with pineapple. I'm going to come back. Do not leave. Why? Mm. This a breakfast, yeah? Bigger than the slave them. Mm-hmm. So I got some pineapple blended with some rye plantain, my viewers. Mm-hmm. This is what I will be having for my breakfast for the entire morning until 12. Nothing more, nothing less. While waiting on guests to join this YouTube live here, this YouTube live stream. I don't know if anybody want to talk with Natural Life this morning. Seems like everybody busy working, working. Boy, I have to touch a pine. Hmm. The pine is good. I have to touch a pineapple this morning. No joke. There's a full chicken that just lay, fall. Thanks for the thumbs up, man. I'm eating a piece of pineapple while waiting on guests to join. The pineapple sweet and nice. Mm. Mm. Thanks for visiting the live stream, man. I'm just eating a piece of pineapple, to get the strength, the energy, because it have in sugar. Sugar give little energy. hmm In order to speak on this matter of slavery. I don't want to eat and talk because I don't want to bite my tongue. But when I eat, I have a little piece of pine and then I talk. So if I get one guest to join, two guests to join, three guests to join, I will still speak on this matter. All right, so I can put with the pineapple now. I can use the towel and wipe my hand. Mm-hmm. And that is the situation here. So Natural Life with Althea is here. And I'm 11 minutes in the live stream. And I was waiting on guests to join. But I know you could watch the replay. Somebody else could watch the replay. But I have to say this. You all know that I am in the business of farming. I love to plant, 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 plant. And I have been noticing some things that are going on lately. So what I've been noticing is that most people want to plant plants that will allow them to get money, 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 like coconuts. Sorry. Hey, you are cooking. All right, so most people want to plant coconuts, plantain, bananas, and catch crops because they understand how to market those crops. Now we have the what I see the most when I go through the fields. And if you ask, like in other areas, about this plant, a lot of people would say those die out, those plants doesn't exist anymore. But it's because they are not roaming the fields like Natural Life with Althea is doing. So Natural Life with Althea, the J Jordan says, hey, big up yourself, Jay. What's up, man? Thanks for coming. I am just giving a little insight of what I have learned while I am in the field. Planting, farming, going through the woodlands and seeing what I see that most people are not seeing. And I'm learning more from my brother Wilby what this thing is all about. So while roaming the woodland, guys, the J Jordan, thanks for coming. While roaming and combing through the woodlands, I am noticing some things. I am realizing that when I'm going through, I'm seeing slavery houses. Not all the houses are there from slavery time, but I am seeing some of them. And around those houses are some trees. And most of those trees are chocolate trees. Guys, I get to realize that they were enslaving our ancestors in order for them to plant chocolate beans mostly. And when I realized the reality of it all came to me, I called on a very educational friend that I usually speak with, and that friend concludes that I am right. I am saying our foreparents were enslaved, especially in Jamaica, to plant and grow, especially the chocolate beans. Because the slave, they call them the white men, knew the benefit of the chocolate beans. They know that chocolate cannot be substituted like milk. I wish I had the world on board to talk to me this morning, because you can get milk from almond, cows, goats, sheep, and other things you can get milk from. So some plants can be substituted. Some things can be substituted, but some cannot. So it's one chocolate. Chocolate is used on lovers, on dates, Valentine dates. It's the more thing with the roses. Chocolate is used to make tea. So chocolate is it's the thing. Chocolate is really what the focus should be on. So when I was at the farm a few days ago, I posted in the stream. It's in the stream and it's on the shorts, where I was saying to my brother, I was asking him about, because we are collecting the chocolate beans as well for a company, you know, let's call it not such a big company, but they are trying to collect some chocolate beans and put it into play where we as black people can use some of the chocolate beans to do business and to keep our ancestor spirits going, to say that yes, we now realize that this was what they died for. This was what caused the straps around their backs. And it is true. It was the chocolate beans, the white men, as my brother say, the white men is paying, the white men are paying black men in Jamaica to clean and plant more chocolate beans for them. They are the ones who are going to get rich off us by collecting the chocolate beans. So we're coming right back to slavery again, because they knew what they had done. It's only that they may not put a strap over our back in which to do it. And I'm saying to Jamaicans, it's not like you cannot do it for others, but do it for yourselves. Do it for yourselves. And this is the reason why I started this stream. I couldn't leave it to rest. Oh, Adson on Mission is there saying good morning. Thanks for coming. Big up First Lady. Cruising is fun time. And it really is. So I'm saying, I am not a, what you call it over there in some countries, like the people who are against black and the people who are against white. I am not for that. But I'm looking into something that happened years ago with our foreparents, how they were enslaved and why they were enslaved. So while combing through the bushes, because that's what I like to do, I am seeing the slavery houses, some that are left, because slavery houses were not only just houses built from blocks or hoods. So some slavery houses are being dilapidated, some you're not seeing, and some you are seeing. But when I comb through the bushes, I am noticing where the slavery houses are. It's pure chocolate and chocolate and chocolate and chocolate, and I am going to take you there. So I now realize that our foreparents were enslaved in order for them to plant the chocolate beans. So the white men, like they say, enslaved our foreparents in order for them to make the chocolate beans a reality so that they could get rich off it. Because we should take some time, sit and relax, and then we will learn the benefits. Google it, type it in, or if you cannot type it in, ask somebody to type it. If you cannot read, ask somebody to type it and read it for you. It is there. It is said that you can consume chocolate twice per day for the rest of your life in moderation, and nothing happens to you health wise but the best. Rob Allbanks, blessing Altia, how are you doing today, Rob? I tell you, the inspiration grabbed me, Rob. So I had to come here and put it out. Greetings to the chat, said Rob Allbank. So, I love the art of farming. I love to be in the bushes. And I spoke to my brother who is helping me on the farmland. And I asked him, I have dentist today, a bit nervous. Don't be. I am happy you said it. Don't be, Rob. Don't be nervous. Just relax. Make sure if you are hypertensive, you take your medication, get something to eat, drink some water, and say natural life with Altia. Getting ready to take my sons to practice. Okay. Thumbs up to him. Thumbs up to your wife. Thumbs up to the entire family. We have Ats on a mission. We have Jay Jordan. We have the Bud File. These people are some awesome supporters on this channel. So, Rob, if you notice how I speak in a fable sometime, I have no teeth here because, I spent a lot of money in which to do a root canal. Two root canal cost me almost 100,000 Jamaican dollar for one, and then 100,000 Jamaican dollar for the other one. And I bit on a big East Indian mango. I just jammed in it. And I also bit on a chicken bone, and I lost my two front teeth. So it was root canal for a lot of money. And then the dentist told me that I had to cap them, and I couldn't afford the capping because all the monies were gone to the root canal process. And I forget that the dentist said if I didn't cap them and I continue to eat on them, I will lose them. So I bite on them and they broke way down. And I had to take both of them out. And one I had to make a film, showing how it was. And it was not only those two gone. My mother don't have no teeth. My friend Grace, I have a friend named Grayson, and we were talking about removing tooth. And she said her daughter took out four one time in the United States. One time. You will be fine. You will be fine. Yes, it costs to have your teeth kept up indeed. And this is the reason why. Because I have so much teeth issue, I maintain my children. I have three children. Kyla Boo, good morning, Kyla. Thanks for coming. I saw your topic and thought it was a good one. Yes, it's a good one, man. But I'm encouraging you because you are saying you're going to the dentist and you're kind of nervous. Just relax and don't worry about nothing. Let the dentist do his or her work, because I tell you, these dentists know their stuff. They know their stuff. Just relax, go with God, and just rest and ride easy. Kayla, thanks for coming. Kyla, how are you? So Robbie's there saying he's getting ready to go to the dentist. We have the J. Jordan, the Bud File. We have Kyla Boo. Kyla Boo, we will continue to see what you do. Kaylaboo. But there is something that came up and I had to speak on it. So my brother, we were making fun in the bushes. It is on the shorts, you know. You will be fine, Rob. You will be fine at the dentist, man. Go get it done. I told you my mother don't have one teeth. She took them all out. My friend daughter took out four one time. My friend Banquet, I saw him passing the other day with something cover him head. Him say him just got to take out two teeth. My friend Dermot, who leave his bike here for me, him take out two and him ride him bike the next day. The dentist knows what they are doing. They will do a good job by you. Watch and see. So while I was roaming the field, I noticed the slavery houses, and embedded around the slavery houses in the areas were pure chocolate trees. And my brother, we are collecting chocolate. I'm collecting them bit by bit for a company in Trelawney, a black man. Big him up, big up the team. And now I realize that most Jamaicans want to go plant back chocolate because my brother said the white men coming in from all over the world to find people to plant back the chocolate and to clean up the old chocolate trees because they wanted to buy in order to do business for them to get rich. So what I noticed, Rob and the others, Rob can't belong because Rob is going to the dentist, but he said when he saw the topic, he thinks it's a good topic and he jumped on it. But we are going to do this and do this and do this again until we reach to where natural life is trying to bring you. And I will bring you to the slavery houses in the areas where the slaves used to live, and I will show you it is true. Some people cut down the chocolate trees, some of them, and plant coconut and other crops, but there is a area there where all I can see is chocolate trees, chocolate trees, chocolate trees, and more chocolate trees. So I came to the realization that our foreparents were enslaved because of this. And if we should dig deeply, it may be the best thing for our health. And these white men, as my brother would say, wow, makes you think, yeah. These white men, as my brother would say, they need these chocolate beans more than oat. Watch the film, man. Oh, my brother crash him head when him see it. They need these chocolate beans more than oat dried peas. Want fire. And we have to realize that chocolate beans cannot be substituted. So I was looking in on some of the health benefits of chocolate, and I want you to do the same. It is said that we can consume the black chocolate by tea, or even if they make it up into, we have some here that I bought in Panama for my daughter. She said she don't like it because it tastes like it don't have in any milk or any sugar, but that's the right one. Some I should be drinking some chocolate tea while talking on this topic, but it's okay. I didn't think that deep. I had some black chocolate yesterday morning and it tasted as if it had in milk and sugar in it. They are saying that we can consume chocolate twice per day in moderation, and it only help our heart to beat in the right way that it should. There is so much. They said it's 10 health benefit, real health benefit of chocolate. And I cannot read out everything. I need you to go do the research. If we cannot read, let somebody read it out for us. And I have been going through Jamaica, and I'm seeing the Jamaicans with the chocolate beans wasting on their property. And some of them are saying that they cannot angle the chocolate beans because they do not have our old fashioned mortar. Because the thing is that they have us tied down in one thinking, and our minds weren't spread widely. So I'm imploring to all you people who have the chocolate tree, do not let people from other country come and encourage you to clean it up. Clean it up yourself. If it's even one chocolate bean, one chocolate you see on the tree, pick it. Find time for it. Because when you're finding time for those chocolate beans, you're finding time for yourself, your health. Dry it. Get a clean cloth. After it is being dried, pound it. Pound it in that clean cloth. Or get some paper bags. Get some flour bag paper. Some grease paper. Put together and pound it. We need to do things naturally if we do not have a mortar or a blender. So you can pound it up after it is dried. And if you have a blender, the blender can help you to grind it up some more. And you store it in your fridge or in a container in your kitchen. Or if you do not have a kitchen, store it in your room. And when you are ready, you can go boil your chocolate tea. And if it's the oil you want, the oil is still there, bubbling on top, whatever way you do it. So if you don't have a mortar, you can still be drinking chocolate tea to help you with your health. I see people running down chicken, 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 chicken. Why you don't run down the fruits? Why you don't run down the chocolate beans that our ancestors lost their lives for? So thumbs up to my friend who fully agree with me to say our foreparents were enslaved because of the chocolate beans. They wanted them to plant them in abundance. I heard that there's a area in St. Thomas where the slavery houses are as well. In Bath, somewhere down there, Bashizal, where the slaves used to be, and it's pure chocolate, 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 chocolate. So when I'm walking through my fields in Lenox, Orange Bay, Portland, Jamaica, I see, and here where I live, we can still find a lot of chocolate trees down in the gullies. So the only reason why we have other trees here like coconuts and other trees is because the people cut down most of the chocolate trees in order to plant other crops. But there in the area that I plant, guys, I have to take you to it. Some areas that I'm walking, it's just chocolate trees. I cannot get help when they are ready, but help will come. And sometimes I am afraid to walk through those fields all by myself. The chocolate beans are there, rats eating them, birds eating them. And sometimes when the birds and the rats are full, they just stay on the tree and get dried up. So the white men does not find those area as yet to pay our same black men. Guys, we can do it. We can do the chocolate powder and we can put it to the street. We have roadside selling. We can make a business from it. We do not have to let the so-called white men came and take it all away from us again. Our foreparents, I'm not against white men. Don't believe I am. But because my brother say it in such way, I have to take bad things, make joke, man. My brother said the white men, them want the chocolate more than oh dry peas want fire. So they are coming in here into our country, beautiful island of Jamaica, where our foreparents were enslaved because of this. And we sit around crying that we are broke, and we keep prying on people in other countries who are working in the coal to have them sending money to us, and all of our monies are here. And investors from other countries coming in to take it from under our beds. And I'm saying, wake up, Jamaica, before it's too late, and have our foreparents spirit. Natural life with Alti alone cannot do it. To have our foreparents spirit lift, they had already worked for this. They died for it. They were beaten for it. Do not let it repeat, because those men couldn't approach me and tell me to get men to clean chocolate for them. Those white men couldn't have me doing that. They have to go back, pack up them little kitty and go back from where they came. Because we can do it. Let the white men, the so-called white men, come and do something else. But do not have them collecting our chocolate beans. I don't think it's right for our foreparents who worked so hard. And I'm saying to you, Jamaicans, if you're in the town areas and you have country family, ask them, pay them, give them a little money to clean up the fields, clean up the chocolate for you, not for them. Take control back of your chocolate beans for your health. Tropical is there. Big up yourself, man. Yesterday I made some chocolate tea and I offered my cousin at the gate some. And she said, Alti, I want more chocolate tea tomorrow. Patella storyline saying, hello, Althea. Patella, sorry, I drew you a visit, man. I am here, man. I'm distraughted. I'm vexed. I'm wacky this morning. I'm batty. I'm wacky. I'm peeved. I'm using all the words to describe how I feel about our ancestors who have worked so hard to put the chocolate beans together. They died. They get the strap around their backs. And it is true. Because when I walk the areas in the bushes, that is what I am noticing. What vexed you up today, Althea? I'm vexed because my brother told me that the white men from overseas coming into Jamaica to pay Jamaicans to clean up chocolate fields for them. And we are here and we can do it for ourselves. So no white man, nor no man, no color man, no Chinese man couldn't come ask the favor of natural life for me to get men to clean up no chocolate field for them. We as Jamaica must get up and stand up for our ancestral rights. I'm saying Patella and others, when I comb the fields where the slavery houses are, because all these areas were inhabited by slaves. Our foreparents, I speak on the ancient water tank that nobody knows when it was built. They built it for us. And I'm saying the chocolate beans are there in the field and our Jamaican people taking it for granted. And people from other countries, as my brother would say, the white men, coming into Jamaica to pay the black men to clean up the chocolate fields for them. Chocolate is good business. We can stay here in Jamaica and collect our own chocolate and do our own business. Our ancestors died for that for us already. What are we doing? We are sitting and playing fools. That's what we are doing. Running down chicken, running down beef, running down pork, while we are allowing the fruits to waste, the chocolate beans to go back to the same people who buttered our foreparents for it. And they're not going to like me because I'm not going to see it and stay silent. And I'm saying to you, Jamaicans who have lands, who have these chocolate beans, if it's even one, like our foreparents, our grandparents, big up my grandmother that me grow and used to. Alga, Chambers, Bailey, big up Miss Sarila, Miss Mavis, Miss Nerissa, Miss Edith, Sister Laura, big up some people, big up Mama, Miss Dolly. You know, we can't call all of the names, big up the men who stand by them to make it possible. They didn't understand that they could just reap the chocolate, dry them, and pound them in some cloth and pound it until it was dust. They believed that the mortar was the only way. And I came to believe that the mortar was the only way, just the same, until a man in Orange Bay told me that dash with the mortar and stop slave yourself in a mortar. Just grind up the dried chocolate beans and make your tea. It will come out. So what we need is a grinder or a really strong blender. So what we can do, ferment the chocolate, because when you ferment the chocolate, it is even nicer. Or you can just put them to dry, but do not put your chocolate to dry on zincs because it will draw the scent of the zinc and it is not good for your health when the chocolate beans. Best if you dry them on some banana trash or good board that, not smelly board either. So I'm imploring to Jamaican, clean up your own chocolate trees for yourself. And I am not fighting against white man. I am just saying this chocolate, we can angle it on our own. We have to just put hands and heart together and do it because it's only good for us, our health. Go and look up the health benefit of chocolate. You will see where they are saying in moderation you can have it twice a day. It's good for your heart. It's good for this. It's good for everything. And when I see the amount of oil that the chocolate make, I know we can even extract the oil from the chocolate. They are extracting oil from corn. And when I go like this with corn, I don't see oil like when I'm seeing the oil from the chocolate. So we can extract the beating the chocolate in the mortar tastes so much better than the powder one. No, I disagree, Patila. I totally disagree. It's the same thing when I tried it here. The powdered chocolate, maybe that's the one that they are, I don't know what they do with it. But if you powder your chocolate all by yourself, I'm not talking about what you buy in those little packs. But if you get the chocolate and beat it in, well, let's not say I disagree because maybe the powder one that you are getting, they mix it with all type of things. But when you beat your chocolate, whether you beat it in the mortar or just beat it naturally. So I'm talking about naturally now. when you angle your own stuff by yourself. So what you can do, ask your family to dry some chocolate and send for you and get the grinder or the blender. Beat it up a little so that you help the grinder or the blender, and then you pour it into the blender without water. Let me show you some. Do not move. Do not move. So I don't know what they are doing in order to say they are giving us chocolate out there. But this is the chocolate, my viewers. So this is the dried chocolate. You see me having a little packet? I paid $5. You don't drink chocolate anymore? Okay. So this is the chocolate. This is the chocolate. This is the dry chocolate. And yes, let me pour it in there. So this is my packet. Because it look like me love my ancestors more than anybody else in the world. So some people may not be able to drink chocolate for various reasons. And this is the powdered one. Let me take up some. See there? If you're seeing it, this was done the way I am explaining to you. Yes. So see there? So I beat it up in piece of cloth and I blend it afterward in the blender, no water. So I am able to keep it as long as I want. I can put it in the standing fridge or I can just keep it. I don't know. I cannot say how long it can keep outside because as me beat it, me drink it. As me beat it, me boil it. So it cannot stay, it cannot last because even my daughter here, she's 17. Sorry, she's tasting for taste good, and she wakes up in the morning and says, "Mommy, let me have some chocolate tea." She love it, and she is a person who doesn't love everything, but she love the taste of the chocolate tea. So this is, and it could go even more finer, but I stopped it. And when I boil this tea, there's a charts there to say how much oil there is. And as you said, Patila, you stop drinking it. We don't force people. But if it's not it's it's affecting you in any way, it is very, very good for the art. It is very, 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 very good for the art. And we can Google it. So if it's not like it had an effect on you, very, very good for the art. And they said it's good for like if you are gaining too much weight as well. It stabilizes the weight and you can have it twice. All right. Twice, but there are some chocolate that they are selling powder that doesn't taste good for true, and I don't know what they're doing with it and what they put in it. But what you can do with your chocolate, grate some nutmeg, get some cinnamon powder and mix it and leave it to set. And then you will know. And this is the thing there. As really, I should be having some chocolate tea this morning while I elaborate on what I think about the chocolate. Hello, good morning. I'm doing a live stream. Good morning. Shirley, which part them say me Shirley live with pass her? Me not sure if her last name or that. Where she live? Where in Portland? Oh, that's one named Marva. But me not remember her last name, so I would have to look. Oh, and yesterday morning she died though. She died from a few days. Saturday is her candlelight. White River, Buff Bay. If I the same one, all right, cool. Yeah. So I'm saying, man, I honestly think our foreparents were enslaved in order to plant. Oh, she's Marva Barrow. Oh my word. I tell you, that is another story, you know. Yesterday when I looked at the video, because I said you know, we make video with her showing the 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 oil nut beans because she was showing us a bigger version of the oil nut. But you know, I didn't put the camera on her face, but her voice is there talking to us, and she was so jolly. And she showed me her flower garden because the little boy that is always in my film, big him up, Kevin, sit on his son, my cousin's son, it's her grandson. So sometimes Sidani and I will carry Kevin to leave for the weekend with her. And sometimes she would have come here to pick up Kevin because she love her grandson. She love her them. I tell you, when I heard, man, I said, I don't know. Oh, her kids is gonna manage. Oh, Kevin is gonna take this. Oh, Marvin is gonna take this. Oh, her other kids is gonna take this because the lady showed no sign of illness. She was your very good friend and third sister. You can just imagine, Patila. And this is the reason why I say I got a word this morning. You know, I can't stop world now. I think the world hear me saying that our foreparents were planting chocolate a lot, and it was in the time of slavery, and that was a part of what they were slaving them for. And we should lift our foreparent spirit by taking care of these chocolate beans, and anybody who can consume it, consume it, consume it, consume it. Yes, I remember you are from White River. I'm saying that. Yes, man. You know, yesterday, Patilla storyline and others. I was watching the film on my YouTube channel when Miss Marva, because I call her Miss Marva, I met her through the health system where she come and she tell us which day we can go for family planning or which day we could go for baby clinic. So she would write down and she say, Althea, take the baby to the clinic on Wednesday. When last the baby got his or her shot. And she always encouraged to treat the germs around the yard with the mosquito. She was never an hindrance. She was never a problem. She did her work professionally. And she was studying higher. She went to the university. I think she did 1 or 2 years. I think it was last year. I don't know if she finished, but when I was going to Panama a few days ago, I went to the health center and she was there. And she waved to me and I said, Good morning, Miss Marva, aloud. So when my cousin was running up and down, I said, I can't believe this. And I said, What, Nisha? She said she just saw on Tina's status that Miss Marva had passed away. And somebody said she went exercising. And after she was going home, she felt sick. She was walking home and she felt sick and she called a taxi cab to take her to the doctor because she knows exactly how she was feeling. and she didn't make it. And when I was watching the video, I searched very long and hard to find it. The one that she was showing us the oil nut, the castor oil being in the shorts. When I watched it, I cried. When I watched it, I cried. I cried for Kevin. I cried for her children as well. I cried for her family. I cried for her and I cried for myself. And I said to myself, who is next? It could be me, it could be you, it could be anybody. So we have to live in love and love unconditionally. My friend gave me a word this morning and I had to write it down. Because sometimes you are even on a live stream or you are watching somebody's videos and they say something that grab your attention, grab your mind, and then you don't remember which channel you see it on, and you remember you heard the word, but you need to get a pen. Which one of her son is Kevin's dad? Marvin Leslie. He was a police officer. He migrated and he's now a soldier in the army in the US. I felt it so deep for him, man, because I know how much he and his mother is close. And I reached out to him and he said, Alti, I cannot process my mom's death. My mom is, he didn't use the word was, is my best friend. And he also sent some words to me. I have a disappearing message. I have disappearing message, so I don't know if it disappeared yet. I need to correct this disappearing message. And he sent all the words, it disappeared. It disappeared. And I read it. It was long, but I read it and tears come to my heart because I said, it could be me. It could be me, and I know how my children would have felt if I had passed. Guys, you see me? Taking a bike, taking a taxi. You know what the people said? Them watch me hard. Them say, Althea, more than one person walk up to me and say this, and maybe that those persons are still on the live stream. Them say, Althea, you're rich. I said, why would you say that? Them say you don't walk. You always pay it for the taxi or the bike. If it's my last dollar, I'm going to try my best to preserve my life for my kids. You know why I don't walk? Because sometimes I walk, I feel hear myself going, and the sun may be hot. And when I ride on the bike or I take a taxi, I don't hear myself doing that. So if it's my last dollar, and if you were watching the stream yesterday, you would have seen that when I took the taxi home, I didn't have any money to pay. And I was searching for my daughter in which to give me the money to pay. Because I know what walking does for me. It will kill you if you do not know what you are doing. Patella is saying she was a good mother for real. She struggled for her kids, especially the three, every one of them, especially the three older one. Patella, let me tell you, her first husband worked on a cruise ship. I think that's the one that she had her three children with. He passed. So those children, three children are orphans now. Is the prettiest man I ever see from me born. She won't mind me talking, man, her first husband. And then she remarried another son, a nice little son. I don't know how he's making out with this. So she took care of her first three children, and her now son cuddles up in her arm every time jumping up on her. She would say, CJ, behave yourself. So not just her three children, first children. She loved and cared for this one when she was working. Yeah, when she was working, I remember every morning she would carry the last son to a place in Orange Bay to a young girl named Shelley, the babysitter. And Shelley took care and she would go for CJ after work. She made it her responsibility. And Kevin, when we last carried Kevin there, we were talking about the Cersei. And she said, Althea, when we find time, I'm going to reap some Cersei. She was like that for you. Cersei all about, and she carried me, go show me where some Cersei were. And I pulled some same place in White River where you are from. We are all from our ancestral bloodline. We can talk about each other and laud each other. And when Kevin was given back to us, he was in one piece and he said, Althea, I was there helping grandma to pick the oil nut beans because she have a lot of oil nut. And she said, Althea, I don't know how I'm going to pound these oil nut. And I said, come up here to Black Hill when you are ready. And she gave me her number again for the second time because I have a new phone. And her first number, the last in a some long time phone. And she gave me her number again and she said, you know, let's keep contact because I want to come up there. So we were planning to even make a film, getting the castor oil together. And it is unbelievable. Saturday night will be our candlelight. I am not a candlelight specialist now because I don't believe in it. But I will show just to, you know, show her that I am there because believe it or not, she will know if we show up. She will know, her spirit will know. Somebody told me that they went to a funeral and everybody was looking at the man lying in the casket. And the man lying in the casket was his friend. And he didn't look because he didn't want the memory. And he went to his bed and the man dreamt him to say, how everybody else look at me and you didn't. So we have to be careful, man, and try to show our presence. Gratitude. We should put gratitude in our attitude. And I'm saying to all those people who are watching me and saying that I'm rich, I am not rich. My children will help, and I have friends and family who will help to take care of me because I was diagnosed with high blood pressure, so I don't go hard. So you will see me going to the farm and you will see me saying that I'm reaping Cersei. It doesn't affect what I do. But if I read too hard or if I work too hard, I will feel up here, so beating, whoop, 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 and sometimes for the whole night. So I have to stay calm in order to live for not just myself alone, but for my three children, my grandchildren, my grandchild, maybe I have some more coming, my immediate family, to say that, I am alive because we all gonna pass one day. But if you cannot swim, do not jump in the ocean. So there are some ways in which we can preserve our own lives and don't push it and don't force it. So if you know you have high blood pressure, do not walk in the sun. When I heard that our friend passed after she exercised, I encouraged some friends not to lift the weights anymore because your body is already used to the lifting of the weight. Just go so, go so, go so. No, do not run up and down. I read the Bible, and a lot of things in the Bible we may not agree. We may agree to disagree, but the Bible says And there are a lot of people who are saying that even though the Bible said that, is not that it mean. If the Bible say you should not eat goat, that is what Althea read. And don't mix me up and blend me up. Patilla say, yes, it is appointed to us to die, but we can try to preserve ourselves to live a little longer. That is true. I'm saying the people are watching me to say that I rich. I always pay bike and I always take a taxi. But what do they want me to do if I walk too much? I was saying something, man, and I wanted to finish saying, but I read Patella line and I forgot, but maybe it will come back to me. I was taking care of an elderly man and I wanted that money. And even when the curfew to say you are supposed to stay home, I bought a little bike. Me alone on the road, I have to report to the station, give them a letter, sign and stamp by the JP to say that I have to be on the road because I take care of an elderly. There was no vehicle driving. That was how I saved and buy the bike for $125,000. Me and Troy was good friend at the time. He was the person I sent. I sold Cersei and I bought the bike in order to ride to work. I never even know I can ride a bike because the last time I went on a bicycle, it threw me away and me drop and me chip up. So I sent to buy the bike for 125,000 Jamaican dollar. That is like almost 800 US dollar. That's what I sold my Cersei and buy. And I bought the bike because one, I couldn't get a taxi because they say curfew and corona and blah blah, which I think it was a big lie. Because when I was locking people out of my yard, when I heard about corona and scanning people, because that was what they asked us to do, to scan people, and I locked my gate and I didn't want anybody to come in. When I realized that the people were still going to the Coronation Market and nothing weren't happening to them, and I was watching the news and I was hearing people elaborating on it, to say the Coronation Market need cleaning and nobody's not catching corona there. I opened my gate. I started to interact back with people and I don't know of nobody. The only person I know of that took the vaccine was a man that I was planning to do farming with, plant merengue. He said he was hearing about the vaccine too much on television and he thought it grabbed his attention. He rode his bicycle, parked it at Orange Bay, took a bus, went to take the vaccine, and he didn't make it back home. So that is a sure person I knew. He didn't make it back home because he had to go to the hospital immediately. And he said to the doctor, I don't like how I'm feeling after I took the vaccine. And the doctor said it cannot be reversed. So I talk what I know. I don't talk what I don't know. I don't know nobody that died from corona. Nobody. I heard people say, doctors said them catch corona. And when they had money, in which they owed me, they didn't even want to pay me. I said, give me my money. And I took the money from the corona patient and I didn't even wash my hands because I just didn't believe in it. Who want to believe? Fine. I am not fighting nobody against what their belief or their right. But the only thing I know about corona is that, and I can tell you a lot of other story because my friend Ranique took the first shot of that vaccine. And she said, Althea, I was forcing people to take it. And when I took the first shot, I couldn't take the second. So everybody body different. So you don't force things into people. So she was a victim of the vaccine, my friend Ranique. And if she was here sitting, she could come and say, yes, she was looking down on people who didn't want to take it. When she took it, the first shot, she couldn't take the second. And yes, Darnell too. So if you want me to talk about the people who I know that took the vaccine, I have a friend that I grew up with in my community. She said she took it on this and she was a person, her baby father died, and she do a little washing work for people, cleaning, and from she took the vaccine on this hand, it can't go up like this again. Who is responsible for her? That's not the topic. Let's speak on the topic. We can talk about that another time. So I can carry Donnell here so that she can tell the live stream that she is unable, not able to use her hand after she took the vaccine. And nobody helping her. Not physically, not mentally, not medically. She is on her own. Because everybody is not the same. I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you. I'm an unvaccinated child. No vaccine from a born till now. And it is proven in my file. And I have never caught none of those things. No chicken pox, nothing. I am the luckiest. No vaccine. As a baby growing up, nothing. And this is how I come to find out that I wasn't vaccinated as a child. Maybe this is the reason why my brain is always clicking. When I was having my last final child, because I don't think I will have any other children. I don't know what the future will bring. Mosquito bite me. When I was pregnant with my last child, she will be 17, the 18th of this month, 2 days. She also made a request. She said, Mommy, I want you to take me to Ocherios, rent a car, drive me so that I can feel the fresh air, and take me to dinner. She always want me to take her out on her birthday like I'm her boyfriend. But anyway, I will think about it. I told her I am still jet lagged from going to Panama. I'm still tired. You see me going about here and talking. As me lie down at night, me sleep, trying to watch the YouTubers' content, and I'm just sleeping, I'm sleeping. Drop asleep, leave the computer on, which I don't want to do because I don't want Whitey to be thinking I'm running people's channel all through the night. But sometimes I cannot help it because there are a lot of rules to Whitey now. We have to know what we are doing. So this is how I found out that I wasn't vaccinated, my viewers. So I was here braiding my hair. Thumbs up to my cousin Diane, Miss Gloria. So normally I would go to St. Thomas because she would braid my hair because I told you I have high blood pressure. So I don't want anybody to braid my hair who would make it tight because somebody braided my hair here and I had to go to the doctor and the doctor advised me to take them out because it was what caused my pressure to go up because it was too tight. So my cousin Diane in St. Thomas, she would be the perfect one. I could lie in her lap and she would just pamper me like a baby, knowing the situation of my health at the time. But this time she said, Auntie, I will come to your house, find out how many people there would want their hair to braid so that I could just come and do the whole package. And when she braided my hair, people from everywhere would run me down to say, who did your hair so nicely? Because I rate Diane really and truly as the best. A lot of people can braid here. But if you see how Diane braid here, she captured Miss Gloria, she captured Miss Christine Beats, she captured Miss Maslin Coley, she captured some of the Jehovah Witness, the young children. They leave Portland, go miles over 300 miles. And there was a lady who ran me down in Kingston, Jamaica, our capital, asked me who braided my hair. And I told her it's my cousin Diane in St. Thomas, and she said she's from Westmoreland. And I said that was too far. She said when she see a good braid, she want it done. And I gave her Diane number, and Diane could call me to say the lady I met on the street in Kingston from Westmoreland is there in St. Thomas doing her hair. Isn't Diane the best? So she came here to do my hair. Yeah, she came here, Here, to braid my hair, Hair. You know, I learned that from my English teacher, Miss Mitchell. When I was going to all age school, man, there are a lot of hairs, you know, and they are spelled differently. So Diane came here to braid Christine here, my hair, Gloria here, and Maslin here. So she got a whole packet, so she could make a good money. And while she was braiding my hair, which was the first hair, because I wanted to go to the maternity ward because my time was coming. So Diane was braiding my hair like from today. Yes, today. Today's date. Because I told you I had my daughter on the 17th of July, 17 years ago. And my hair was the first hair to be braided. And my cousin Diane was here braiding my hair for me to go on the maternity ward because here in Jamaica we do not go to the maternity ward chaka chaka. We go clean and nice and with a nice hairstyle so that the nurses will treat us much better because some of the nurses are not nice. And when they see that you are not in style, they will treat you like you are the worst. So my hair was being braided like today, and it took a while because I had the big belly in front of me, and I have to be, and Diane knew best how to deal with me. So my hair was finished braided the morning, the 17th of July. No, yes, the 17th of July, and Gloria year started. And the gas truck, because I used to sell cooking gas, came from Manchineal, Portland, thumbs up to Greg and the others who were on the truck. And I shouted. The ultrasound gave me the date, the 18th, to have the baby, and the clinic gave me the 17th. So it was the 17th. Today is what? The 16th? So it was like tomorrow. So my hair started braiding from the 16th, like today, and it goes on to the 17th. So when I get up, I said to them, Gloria, big up Miss Gloria Gillespie. I said to them, I don't like how I'm feeling heavy. I feel like the baby is going to drop from my belly. And she said, Althea, you pack your suitcase already? Miss Gloria said it. And I said, yes. And she said, Carol, come let me see if everything in it. Because, Miss Gloria is a stern woman. And she's serious about things. And she was packing them much neater. And I said, I have to get to the clinic for them to check me. And this was how I found out I wasn't immunized. I wasn't vaccinated. All those shots that we should get as a child, I didn't get them. And, I wanted to save my money. So I wasn't going to call a taxi yet because my kid's dad had left for work and he left some money in the house for me when, I should call the taxi. But I didn't want to call the taxi without feeling pain. But I knew that there was something going on. So the gas truck men were alerted and they stopped packing the gas and them say, you have to go? You really have to go? And I said, yes. And they hurried up and they said, we're going back your way where the clinic is. So I said, I get dressed. I took a shower, take up my money bag. I walk with my money bag with me, but me not call no taxi. I'm not done enough my money. And the truck was a huge truck transporting the gases. And it didn't have any step on it. So I couldn't step up. And the men lift me up and put me with my big belly in at the front of the truck, carry me to the clinic, and they lift me out, about four of them, lift me out of the truck. And I went in to see the nurse. Sorry. When I went in to see the nurse, it was a new nurse. And she drew for my files. And she said, "Oh my God, what is this?" And my heart started beating, and I said, "What is it? Is it that something they didn't tell me?" Because when you do the test and all that, them know if you have AIDS, they know if you have gonorrhea. When you are pregnant these days, which I say thumbs up to the government. So when the nurse is saying, was looking in my file, and she was saying, "What is this?" I was saying, wonder if it is said that I have AIDS or something, and it's not in my file. I was overthinking, and they didn't tell me. So I was wondering, why is the nurse behaving like this? And then she called another nurse and she said, "Nurse, come here. I am new here, and I'm not going to tend to Miss Taylor." And I'm fast enough to ask why. Why you not tend to me, nurse? This is my day to say I'm about to have my child. So I want you to check me to see how far my child is. And she said, let me speak to the nurse. I soon talk to you, Miss Taylor. And she said, "This is my Miss Taylor's third child. She comes here and this is her clinic. Why isn't she vaccinated? It is in her file that she is not vaccinated. She never get a shot that she was supposed to get when she was a child. And you, the nurses before, should have noticed this. And this is a patient that I am not tending to." I said, "Really? You're not going to check to see how much centimeter my baby is away because it is showing on my file that I am not vaccinated?" And I said, "If you're not tending to me," I said to the nurse, "check me." And she said, "Pass the vaccination kit so that I can start vaccinating this lady." And the next nurse said to her, I remember it clearly, "Why would you want to vaccinate her now in this stage of pregnancy?" It was about the time right now. It's coming right back to me. Sorry, YouTube. I know I had a topic, but I strayed to this. And she said, "Okay, Miss Taylor, I'm not going to start giving you your shots, but when you have the baby, you should come back to take your shots." And when she examined me, she said, "Call your family." So during your pregnancy, you never received any of those shots? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not the shots that I should get as a child. Not those shots that I should get as a child. Those BCG and RSC and what they are called. And she said, "You are in labor and you can have baby anytime now. Call your family." She said, "I'm sending you straight to the hospital. Do not turn back home." Yeah, you do not turn back home. I remember it clearly. So I was happy. I could take a regular taxi that I didn't have to pay 10,000. So I wasn't in labor in the middle of the night because if you call a taxi in the middle of the night, you would have to pay 10,000. I just had to pay like $2 for a taxi to take me to the Port Antonio Hospital. And the taxi, I remember him well, squeeze high, took me straight to him carry me to the labor ward. And he said, "Alti, I'm going now." He walked me to the labor ward. And he said, "I'm going now. May his soul rest in peace," because he passed. And it didn't end there. Because when I went to the labor ward and the wicked nurse, yeah man, she evil bad. She saw that I wasn't and behaving as if I'm in labor. She sent me to the emergency doctor ward. So I was being back and forth, and I had my card to show everything. I had my ultrasound report because, Gloria and Diane encouraged me to carry them along. Even though they didn't have to, I know I should carry those. So I saved myself from calling the taxi to take me to the emergency ward, and I was at the hospital. And the nurse didn't want to examine me. She said I should go to the emergency ward to see the doctor because I'm not in labor. I said, how could I not be in labor? The nurse at the clinic, I have my file here. She says I'm in labor. You didn't even send me to take a shower and examine me. My family is on the way with my suitcase coming with my, I was distraughted, man. First, I was distraughted at the Oak Bay clinic with that nurse, and then I was distraughted at the Port Antonio Hospital, and I said, I will never have another child if this is the way. And when I saw the doctor was tending to other patients, and the doctor had to leave the patient to come to tend to me. And I said to the doctor, I showed him my file. I said, I went to the maternity room. The nurse told me that I should go to the emergency ward to see you, and whatever you says goes. The doctor stopped and he said, whatever I says go. And he read my file. He said, this is the 17th of July. Your date says, your clinic date says you are due on the 17th. Your ultrasound says you are due on the 18th. I am not a maternity doctor. I am here doing emergency, tending to emergency cases. And the nurse is sending you off the ward where she should have you take a bed and deliver your baby. And she's sending you to me in the emergency ward. This is crazy. Come with me. And I felt so happy because the doctor took my side and I was walking behind him to the ward, the delivery ward, in order to go deliver my daughter here. And when he approached the nurse there, he said, are you crazy? Do I look like I deliver baby? And he rough her up. And he said, get Miss Taylor a bed. Check her as you know your work should be done. Make sure that when I come tomorrow morning, Miss Taylor baby is being delivered in one perfect piece. I can't believe you would send this lady to me, knowing the amount of work I have on my side to do your work. And that was what nailed the nail in the coffin. She didn't want to take care of me when the doctor roughed her up. She said, go and take a bed. Take a shower and take a bed. And I was lying on the bed and she didn't examine me. She didn't examine me. And you know what? Some of those nurses are involved with your partners. Yeah. So you have to be careful of these people because when they're involved with your partners, you will not know the drill. So I start to think why I am being treated this way. But I leave that alone. So I took the bed and a one eye nurse. She was the person who came after that nurse who didn't look at me. Exit office. And I said, nurse, I am on this ward and my family is on their way with my stuff. And I told her what transpired. And I said I wasn't being examined. I am not feeling any pain though. But the first place I went told me that I am in labor. And she said, okay, come in this area. And she examined me and she said, yes, you are in labor. And my baby was born on the 18th of July, 3 a.m. in the morning after the 17th. And the doctor came on the ward very early just to make sure that my baby was delivered because he was following it up. And he was explaining to the nurse that Miss Taylor came in to be admitted on the maternity ward, and the nurse sent her to the emergency ward, and Miss Taylor wasn't having such an emergency. And he was saying, look, her baby is here. Her baby is here. And I just took it after with a smile. I didn't feel any pain. My baby came, and she is now here. 17 years after ordering me around to say she want her 17th birthday to be spent with me. And I said to her, because it's like she feel all what I went through in order to have her, and every single one of her birthdays she want my present around her. Not that she doesn't have friends. And I said, choose a friend. And she said, Mommy, since you said I should choose a friend, Driana is a good girl. Ask her mom if she can come and have dinner with us. Rent a car. I said, where I should get money for rent car? And she said, we will figure it out, mommy. I will ask my dad. Or, you could ask your friend. I could ask, we will figure it out. So the car would cost 11,000 Jamaican dollar. That's like 80 US. And her dinner will cost, I don't even make the arrangement yet. I have to buy her a cake. So I said to her, why don't you wait until your 18th birthday to do all this and let me have some rest? She said, no, mommy, I want to go out with you. I want you to drive me where I can feel different breeze. I can see different sceneries. So on Friday, it's the 18th. And guess what? Tomorrow is my one of my other favorite cousins' birthday, Wayne. He used to work on the airline, American airline. And when I lost him, may his soul rest in peace. Tomorrow, the 17th, would be his birthday. I am still crying for Wayne. He came to Jamaica on vacation and he never made it back into the US. So, guys, be careful because everything is happening. You see, we smile, you don't know what we feel inside. So, tomorrow will be my cousin Wayne Stewart. I will never forget the day I was saving a pineapple because he loved when he come to Jamaica, him getting fruit, and I got the call to say Wayne had passed. And it's too much to talk about, man. You know, it's too much to talk about. So, we started, man, and I told my story. And up until now, like the nurse said, I should come for my shots. I know. My cousin said on his out there, go get those shots because when your kids file for you to go to the US, which I am not worried about that. I do not even want to go to the US. But, because of my kids and their journey, I may have to. When your kids file for you, you will have to take all those shots. And if you do not go and get them freely, it will cost you up to 100,000 Jamaican dollar. Because my cousin Sidney, she just, she and her son Kevin, that's Marva's grandson, the lady that passed, they migrated. They're filing. Kevin was born in the United States of America. But Sidonis filing come through and she said when she was doing her final shot, she had to pay a lot of money medically. So she advised me to go and get the shots. So I am not even sure if I even want them. My cousin Blue said his wife is a nurse in the US and he never have her child get none of those shots. So Those shots are, if you want them, you have them. If you don't want them, I think my mother was scared. She loved me so much. She saw that I came out as a really pretty child, and maybe she didn't want them because my mother is afraid of getting an injection. If she's sick and I carry her to the doctor, and they said, I'll tell your mom have to get an injection. I have to put my hands over her face. I have to hold her down tightly. She's so much afraid of it. So maybe that's the reason why she didn't have me have them. And I never get a lockjaw. I never get a chicken pox. I never get a nothing. And all the people who got vaccine got all of them. So, I had my children getting them, but that was like because of what you know people like Miss Marva who passed, may her soul rest in peace, encourage me. So my children got all their shots. Some time when they got their shot they get very, very ill. I have to be giving them Panadol and sousing them down, and they always get a fever when they got the shots. I don't know why. Something that should help you shouldn't give you a fever. I have to do a lot when I was coming here, said Patella. So Patella can relate. So, guys, I really started the stream. And as I say, it's Saturday night. It's two candlelight because we also lost an elderly man. We call him Cole from Orange Bay, Portland, on the same day. So we got two news to say we lost two friends, and loved ones on that very day. So their candlelights will be this Saturday night. One in Orange Bay, one in Buff Bay, and there's so much going on, man. So hold on. I didn't remember if I read this that my friend gave me this morning. He said the best thing about bad mind is that is not your mind. The best thing about bad mind is that is not your mind. So I was speaking on the chocolate beans that I want Jamaicans. Thumbs up to Mr. Ewart Miller, who said he's going to look some chocolate suckers and he's going to start planting chocolate beans again. And I'm saying, if it doesn't matter who we really sell the chocolate beans to, whether it's a black man or a white man or a Chinese man or a blue man or a red man or any man, make sure that when we sell those chocolate beans, it's of vital benefit financially to us and not to them alone. Because our ancestors, me like the destroy and it out, and the mosquitoes keep coming in because the door is open. Our ancestors had already died, get battered and bruised for that, for us. Us. We are still in their bloodlines. We didn't know the meaning of these chocolate beans because we do not understand yet. I was talking to a man in a taxi yesterday and I said, it is true. Our ancient parents didn't understand much of how to take care of us. Like we, the now parents, would make sure that our children teeth brush 2 to 3 times per day before they go to their beds, and the man agreed to say, sometimes them used to send we our bed, wash your foot and go your bed. Wash your foot and go your bed. Rat it in the footbed, bottoms in the bed, our hands still no wash from the meat, our teeth no brush, so we start to have rotten teeth. So a lot of what we know now, we come to have sense to know, we didn't understand. Our foreparents didn't understand. We used to have lice in our head. We used to have something called chink in our bed. We do not have those anymore because we are civilized now. They didn't understand in which to take care of our teeth. And when I realized how much I was losing out on my teeth, I tried my best to take care of my children. So my three children, I took them to the dentist once, the three of them. You can't be lazy to take care of your health, my viewers. So I took my three children to the dentist and I sat when they called them Zane Davis, Shalom Davis, Colleen Davis. They are three same mother, three same father. My eldest daughter is 30, my son is 25, and my youngest one inside the house now is 17 on Friday the 18th. And when I carried them to the dentist, because the journeys, sorry, sorry, let me take this call. Hello, good morning. Yes, it's Miss Taylor, Agro Investment Corporation. Good morning, Miss Sowell, and how may I help you? Okay, I am aware of it, and I will get back to you right on this number as soon as I end my YouTube live stream. All right, thank you for calling. All right. So that was a call that threw me offline, man. So, sometime I was talking and I don't remember. Okay, so with the teeth now, because sometimes, the long time people didn't know exactly how well to take care of us. So we lose out on health, we lose out on wealth, and we lose some of our teeth along the way. And, we weren't taken care of properly. So because I noticed what was happening to me, I didn't want it to happen to my children. So I took them at the same time. I made appointment because here in Jamaica, some of our health issues are free. So whatever freeness I can grab at, I grab it. I don't go on like me have money more than anybody else. If I can go to the health center and I can get my worm medication free, I can get my headache tablet free, my pressure tablet free, my rubbing pain liquid free, I go to the doctor and I tell the doctor my problem. Before I went to Panama, I went to the doctor. I told the doctor my problem. They gave me everything free. Later, Auntie, I'm going to get busy. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Patela. I will see you soon. So I took my three children to the dentist. And when I took them to the dentist, they went in and the dentists were inside there taking care of them. Because, when they wake in the morning, somebody told me not to make them brush them teeth as them wake because there's something that form in the mouth at night that when you chew it, it helps. So do not brush the children teeth when they wake. Let them eat first. So that chime that form in the mouth at the nights, that will help their health to go back down. So you should chew on your food and swallow before you brush your teeth. I don't know if it's true or not. I took the practice. So when my children, my three children finish eating, no matter how old they are, I wash them. I watch them. I sniff like I am the dog around the yard. And I said, get those teeth brushed. And do not just go like this, chuku, 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 brush it 3 times because I lose out on so much teeth. And this is the reason why I have this buff in front of my mouth here because these that I'm wearing are fakes. So I encourage my children to brush their teeth regularly. And I carried them to the dentist. And when they were finished, they said, Mommy, sit here. So that my children came out to me on the dentist bench at the hospital after they finished cleaning their teeth. And they said, sit on the bench. And I said, why? I have been waiting for you so long. Now it's time for us to go. And when I was getting up, my son held me down on the seat. And they said, Mommy, just hold on little. We soon gone. And all the nurses and the doctors came clapping like this. And I was rewarded and awarded. The dentists and the doctors who were inside there taking care of my children say from there, all years of cleaning both children and adults' tooth, teeth, they have never seen anything like what they saw came inside their lab. My children tooth were the best of the best, and they were applauding me as a parent for not even one cavity at that time. None of my three children had. Why was it so? It was because of Natural Life with Althea, who found out that because of our poor parents didn't understand the pros and cons of life, and it caught me, and I didn't want what had happened to me happening to my children. So I steered them along the way. I made sure the dentist and the doctor say the only fault that they found with my children teeth, all of them had fish stains because I fed them fish so often. A family of member of mine, she bear the same name like me, my childhood name, sister. She said, I never come to your house and you're not cooking fish. But one man said, cook fish so that they can smell your fish to say fish again because them watch you too much and they are in your life too much. And this is a part of why I start my channel. Let them watch me here so that I can get paid for them watching me. Because a lot of them are out there watching my channel to make trouble and to go say, natural, sister say, Altia say, and Ray Ray blah blah. So they are peeping. And I heard something. I don't know if it's lie. I heard that Whitey gonna show all the people up. I don't know if it's lie or true, if in the background. Today they are on your live stream, and I need for that to happen so that we can know who is who. Yes, it's okay for you to visit the live stream and stay in the back, but if you are coming to my stream to cause a problem, like you did the other day when I was looking the charge to keep the chat active. And I went to Miss Udell Brown's house at the front of my road there to get some charge. And I have sense enough to know what to put on a flame and what to not put on a flame. I know I have sense enough to know what to talk on a film and what not to talk on a film. So somebody was giving me some gifts for some children, which I say thanks. And I wanted the whole crew that put the things together to see when the bus came because the gifts were coming all the way from America. So I speak on my live stream about some children who lost their dad to violence. You know, there was a shootout and he was in the shop and he got hit and he died. And those kids would come to the farm with me and they were living in my zone, farm zone. So I wanted them to get some help because when you go on YouTube, you see where people dashing out things. So I reached out to the content creator and she told me that there is a container that came with bags and books and foods and we organized how it would reach to me. So I told her to let the team who send it for the children come on the live stream to see that I collected it. And I didn't have a power bank and my phone was dying down and I didn't want to lose the chat. So I went into a house in my neighborhood at the front of the road and I project the phone on a beautiful rose in the house and I said to her, I need some charge to keep the live going so that when the bus came with the stuff, the viewers who gave the stuff, who are giving the stuff as charity would see. And somebody was on that live stream and went to tell Miss Udell Brown that I was there streaming her house, inside her house for the whole world to see. And Miss Udell said, Alti, I won't tell you who the person is, but you have to be careful because I didn't see you like you were streaming, but I don't understand about phone. But the person came to me and said that you were streaming her house and I should make you take down the film. I took it down, my viewers. It got a lot of views and I took it down. But you unscrupulous people who are coming here to view my live stream to go make trouble, I hope when you pop up, YouTube show me that if you are a dog, you are a cow, you are a goat, you are a puss, you are a snake. And there are a lot of you out there. And these are some of the reasons why sometimes people say, "Ah, you're not streaming like you always do." I said, I stream where I go, and these people are watching me too much. And this is the reason why I do less streams because I don't want them in too much of my business because I see what they are about. They are for the negative and not for the positive. And some of you guys, thanks for coming, who are in my stream. You may not visit my videos, but I would like for you to visit my videos because what I export here is what is supposed to be exported. You all right? What do you want? Chocolate tea? Planting. All right, we soon come make you some planting. You're 17, no? No, man, me not doing that. I'm not. All right, we soon make you planting. I want you guys to listen to this comment that I got in a video. And this is somebody who just found my channel. I'm trying to pull it up. I remember the exact video that the comment is on. Natural Life with Althea knows what she's doing. My daughter, Miss Davis, bigger up on her family. Mace, you large. Her husband say, Natural Life, you're not shouting me out loud enough on your channel. I'm here in America and I'm telling, my daughter said she bought some ginger and her husband tasted the ginger tea. And every morning her husband want to have ginger tea and he went to work. He's in the army. And he said telling all those soldiers to get hooked to Natural Life because Natural Life have the right videos going on. Guys, watch my shorts. Watch my videos. I won't be exporting. YouTube had asked me to learn to edit so that I can put the videos together properly. I'm demonetized for a while. They said up to the 29th of August, I can reapply. Pray for me, man. I hope to get back my channel because I want to put sense across the board so that somebody can learn. It's not everybody want to learn sense because I was at loggerhead with someone because I was doing a stream to say Jamaican want all the old monies. And somebody gave me the old monies to go lodge in the bank or change after the date had passed. And I was saying 5,000 people were on that stream. I was there making fun of it. I went into my cousin Nisha shop. She didn't want it. Why weren't you on the stream? Rewatch the replays, them no. But some people want to swipe TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. So I wonder if the government would give me the job to use a loudspeaker when there is something going on here in Jamaica to let the people know because some people do not have internet. Some people do not have even a smartphone, so they are not knowing what is going on. So you should take the old monies in. If they are not old enough, the bank machine will take them still. So all is not lost. Or you have to go to the big bank at town. But the small banks like the credit unions, they are not taking them whether you are lodging them or not. So I had to come back home with the monies yesterday. So I try somewhere else. So I want you to hear this comment that somebody had made on one of my videos after I posted. Hold on, let me turn it down. This is a shorts, and the person said, this one now have 572 views, which is good. Because if you're keeping a party and 100 people come, that party ram. So don't be fooled. When you're seeing people getting 100 views and those views, that's all the ads start to come on your channel as a content creator when you do not get monetized yet, when you get 100 view on a regular posted video, if the video is good enough. So this person said, and this person joined YouTube 6 years ago and only have one subscriber. This person doesn't have a content. And when I posted this video, the person said, let me read it aloud because, sometimes we should read comment section when we go visit somebody's video. The person said, proud of you. That is why my sister and most of my relatives in St. Mary, Jamaica, do it. Eat some, plant some, sell some. That is what social media should be about. Once again, I am proud of you, all my Jamaican people. One Love Jamaica, you are not wasting time putting rubbish on YouTube. It is there. It is there. This person is lauding me, is commenting me for something that I post. I posted a video selling a few pineapples and explaining to the public how I get my business across by statusing my business on WhatsApp. Some of you people status too much foolishness on WhatsApp. I see people have business. I don't know if you are afraid to put your own business on your WhatsApp page. You put in TikTok, some foolishness on TikTok. Some of you don't even share my videos, and you are in my WhatsApp saying that you are my friends. And this person, all the way from me, don't know where. And I'm going to read what this person said. This person said him name Cash. He or she, I don't know if it's a man or a woman. I hope you continue to stay connected to this platform, Cash, because Natural Life with Althea is not an idiot. I am not going to export people's business. Sometimes I talk a story, but that doesn't hurt nothing. Some people put in too much rubbish on YouTube. Too much rubbish in the end quoted. You are not wasting time putting rubbish on YouTube, Althea. So I know what to export. Maybe I cannot do the editing. My daughter told me that she will help me today because she was in the process of doing her CXC. I wish her all the best, and she had graduation and now her birthday is coming up, so I don't force and pressure my children. I leave them to rest. So I asked her kindly if she will be able to help me to do the editing, because I made a lot of videos, not say a lot, but I made some videos while I was in Panama, and I want to show YouTube my editing skill, because they say go learn to edit. Do not post any videos putting music on them until you are remonetized. And I'm saying this to a lot of persons, and some of them, I think they are thinking that I'm an idiot. I think they are saying that YouTube didn't say this to me. I got a strike. I posted a video. I am not blaming myself for that strike. I am not even blaming YouTube for that strike. I do not know who to blame for that strike, because from ever since I am doing my content, I try to be careful. I remove some videos where the men make their rum talks and use some explicit or so. And some of the times I'm hearing now that YouTube not going to put their ads on naked videos. I don't know. I don't read everything yet. Sorry, but I'm telling you that I get a strike. And some people saying that, Althea, Man, you're not talking truth or you don't know what I'm saying. Why would I lie? I went to Mr. Brown's house, the Brown's house. I saw a man named Banquet. Sometimes he comes up in my film. Mr. Brown always says to me when we are talking personally, Banquet is the boss. No, it proved true because I went to Mr. Brown's house and saw Banquet working with a thing called a Ilti. It wasn't the Ilti that I was featuring. I said, this is the film now because Mr. Brown said Banquet is the boss and Banquet is now wearing a shirt marked boss. The big BOSS on Mr. Brown's premises. Banquet is working, wearing a shirt marked boss. Mr. Brown already told me that Banquet is the boss. I said, this is a film for me. I told Banquet, turn around your back for me. Because big up Banquet, him work with me. Banquet turned his back. Banquet didn't make a sound because he realized that I was featuring the word in the shirt back. I made the video a few seconds and I posted the video while I leave Mr. Brown's house. I was in a taxi. I'm always anxious to post shorts because that was how I made my money on YouTube, different from doing a live stream and I get a super chat. So the shorts, when they go to 1K or when they go up in the case, I would check my revenue and I would the other day or two and I will see that the shorts really did it for me and allow me to get some cents and the cents would add up to dollar and I will get paid when the money adds up to over 100 US. That would be my pay. I was in the taxi and the taxi is driving, so breeze is blowing. So I said, I'm going to go in the YouTube studio in order to find a music relate to the word marked in the back of Banquet's shirt, marked boss. So when I clicked in the YouTube studio and I heard the boss's music, I said, no, the boss music sounds like they have been too much explicit, but I still wanted to relate. So I started searching for a better music that didn't sound so derogative. So there was one, he was rapping. So the boss is a rapper. He was rapping, but I didn't heard any explicit or any derogative. I was hearing the beat of the sound and I liked it. So I tapped on it and I added to the video. And when I added it to the video and I checked the video, I said, oh my God, this video is going to go to 1 million views. It seems like the boss is trending. And there was where I went and I added the music. And I think it was the next day, my daughter, who is also in control of my connection here on YouTube, Miss Davis, big up yourself. She said, Mommy, check your studio, you get a strike. I said, strike for what? She said, it's the video that I post on YouTube with the music. At that time, I think it was going on to 3, 4, 5,000 views. And it was just going because the people liked it. We didn't know if it was the word boss was being copyrighted or because when I was posting the music, it didn't say copyrighted. And this is the reason why I choose music from YouTube Studio in order to put on my video. So YouTube was saying that if you are going out on the road and music is playing, do not make the video there, or you would have to go somewhere that I do not understand about to remove the music. So what I do when I'm passing a session or if I'm in a taxi and the music is playing, I try not to make a video. Because when I usually post those videos, not using the music from the studio, I'm getting a copyright. So if I post some music from the studio and there's an issue, YouTube will reach out to me to say, Althea, this video is on pause because the owner of this music has removed it from the studio. So there are some issues relating to sometimes when you post a video, really using music, adding music to your shorts or wherever you add the music. So you have to be careful. So thanks to YouTube for highlighting some of the issues that we may face. We may lose our videos prior to what we put on it, the music. So I got a strike and I asked my daughter because I don't know yet how to reach out to YouTube. I don't study everything yet. Me not have that much time. So my daughter reached out to YouTube and asked them directly, why was I strike? Was it because the word boss? Or because we still weren't saying it's the music? Because I took the music originally from the studio, which is being allowed for us to take the music. So we are allowed as content creator to use music from YouTube studio. I didn't want to place a derogative music because I am not like that type of derogative out in the wild. If I'm derogative, I keep that derogativity to myself because we have all of our personal things going on with us. So I am seeing people posting derogative music and I think their videos are going through. So the reason why I wasn't choosing a derogative person music personally is because I don't want to go derogative on my channel. So my channel is about herbs, fruits, farming, and sometimes we stray a little bit and dance, but that's just the natural nature of our lives. So really and truly, I wasn't looking at derogative music to post on my video. So YouTube said to my daughter in the response that it wasn't the word. It was music being detected to be derogative that I post. So we had was to remove the video. We had to answer some question and we had to appeal. And the appeal didn't went well. So they searched through my videos and they said I also have some reuse content and my reuse content they are true because my reuse content is not that I use other people's content, but I may be at a funeral and somebody is videoing at that funeral to post on Instagram or TikTok, and maybe they post before me. And that is also cause reuse content. So I have to go look back in those films if they are not live stream because the live streams are immediate so nobody couldn't post them before you so that couldn't be reused. But say for instance I was posting a casket and I put it somewhere in my video or my shorts and somebody posted too and put up the same casket, so you have to be careful. And again I posted a video and I spelled the word wrong on the shorts. And I realized that sometime when you are punching, some different exclamation sign come up and that is on the face of the video, not the heading. So I don't know how to remove that. So I removed the video knowing that it spelled something was spelled wrong and it was getting a lot of view. But I didn't want them to say I cannot put exclamation mark at the right place and I cannot spell. So I removed the video that got over 2,000 view because I noticed that the spelling was wrong and I reposted and that was where I went wrong too. It's called reuse content. So I had to go in my shorts. I remove all the videos even though YouTube didn't tell me to remove them. But I am not done yet. I remove all the videos with music. I remove many of my live stream because they want me not to promote other people's content. Like when I'm on here and I'm saying, go see the content creator here, go find that person channel. No, YouTube send me an email not to do that. And I think what goes for one goes for all. I don't know what the strategy that you are using as a content creator or that YouTube doesn't want anybody without shirt. YouTube doesn't want anybody smoking in their films. All those are going to become a reality. I see some content creator making videos about it. I don't know if it's lie and I don't know if it's true. But what I know from my experience on YouTube, I'm not getting paid for 3 months, no pay for natural life. I'm still working, whether I get paid or not, because I want these messages that I'm export. I heard that some of my own people are saying that them don't watch my channel because me a post pay foolishness. Well, thank God to this supporter who is not even my family, who said these words. And I'm going to read it. And if it even get you bored while listening, I'm going to be reading it again before I end this stream. Because Natural Life with Althea know what I am doing. So I remove videos with even 10,000 views. Because really and truly, I'm not just running down views on YouTube. I'm running down to export something that somebody will learn from. YouTube didn't tell me to remove those videos, you know. I remove videos from my page with 10,000 views, 5,000 views, 4,000 views, 8,000 views, 7,000 views. If YouTube could tell you, they will tell you that it's true. Because I want to clean up my channel correctly, and I am not done removing videos because I'm going to search through some of these videos, and I apologize YouTube that if because I have over 3,000 videos, if there's a video that I should remove that I didn't find yet because it's difficult and I cannot pressure my daughter in which to help me. She's helping as much as she can, but I cannot pressure her. I will never post a video using music again or sounds. Every to each his own. Everybody free for what them do. Please do not advise me to because I will not take nobody's advice on posting because that's where I almost lost my channel because of posting video using sounds. And I'm going to use sleep mark death. I will never ever post a shorts. Anytime I post my shorts, I'm going to make my shorts as clear and concise as possible. And I'm going to try my best if I even use patwa. I'm going to try to translate it so that the speaking people who doesn't know the language understand. Because when I was appealing, like I was in court to YouTube to give me my channel, to let me give me my monetization back. YouTube make it clear that the words I am going to use should be clear and concise and English spoken so that whosoever is going to assess my appeal video will know that what I am saying. So guys, even though our dialect is Patwa, when you are making those videos, it's not everybody understand what you are saying, and they will run away from your channel because they will say that they don't know what you are saying, and they do not want to watch a content creator without clarity. So go do your homework as a content creator. It is true. YouTube pays good money if you are providing good contents, and your contents may be getting a billion view. If YouTube do not agree with you, they are going to take those videos down and demonetize you. So it's not about your billions and your millions of views. It's about doing the right thing and following guidelines on YouTube. And it is true, there are sounds and music in the studio. This is what I'm finding out, that are not YouTube sounds. If I myself even have sounds in YouTube that capture, and I didn't even know that it can go that way. So those sounds weren't, what is the word? Copyrighted. And you know what copyright is? Because I went to Kingston, Jamaica, in our beautiful Highland Jamaica, to get a copyright done for my son. It means that I think you have to go to a JP, a Justice of the Peace. You have to let them know what you want to be copyrighted, and you have to pay for it. So I copyright a name for my son that nobody should use. If he find anybody using it, him can sue them. He sent me, I didn't even know where I was going. I had somebody to accompany me to do the process for them. I had to carry my ID, my TRN number. So when you see the people copyright videos, careful. You can be charged for it. And this is what YouTube is trying to take them business out of the suing process of having a content creator using a copyright video on their platform. So YouTube is trying to secure their business so that we same one don't sue them, because some are we wicked and evil, and want money out of the system that sometimes is not even there. So you cannot blame YouTube for trying to correct what is supposed to be corrected and protect their business. So my son, if it wasn't in the drawer, I would show you. My son have a copyright name that if it is being printed in any shirt or anywhere or anything, he can charge you for doing it. And I was the parents who went to get it copyright. So I could make up a copyright sound because my son is trying to be a musician, and I could use his sound. I could let him copyright a song, which I would have to go to pay for it. And don't be fooled. When you copyright something, whether it's a word, it's a sound, you don't get it for life. You have to go back and spend your money to renew it. So I have to check my son name. I think it's 5 or 10 years. And you have to pay every time the money goes up. I think the copyright now to protect to do a name is over 20,000 Jamaican dollar. Who want to go spend 20,000 Jamaican dollar for people to be using their copyright name? And sometimes you don't even know that it's a copyright name. So you're gonna have to do your research before you start to brand it somewhere, because you have to pay for it. If you use it, there's no argument. Go search what is copyright and what is not copyright, and know your rights about copyright. So copyright is serious business. You have to take them down. You have to check your videos to see if you have any. If you want to be in the business of YouTube, you cannot have a video that says copyright. And me myself need to go back through all of my live stream and go back through my studio. So being a content creator is hard work. My daughter here, my son, and my next daughter approve of my channel. I have to be careful of what I export on it so that they can be pleased. My daughter here advised me, Mommy, don't go on TikTok. If them things are for we, stay upon your little YouTube. So if we have, even if nobody else, and I have some real good friends who approve of my channel, even if nobody else approve of my YouTube channel, whatever my real good friend and my kids approve of. Everybody else steer back because I know my children are very, very smart. So they know what I export that is wrong. And if they go through my video and there is something that doesn't look right to them, they would say, Mommy, take that down. And I don't even allow them to do that. I am always super, 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 super careful. YouTube doesn't want us to sing anybody's song. Sometimes me myself, me love sing. When me find out say me a sing, me a me. Because sometimes I'm here waiting on guests to join and the guests them now come and me don't know if anybody I go come watch me. Me start As content creators, I need to look back through my videos. Me singing a whole heap of them YouTube, me I tell you the truth. Me can't take down so much of them, but me I go take down back some. YouTube doesn't want us to sing anybody copyright songs in our videos either. We must know these things. YouTube said, even if the owner of the music give me the right to use it, I should not use it. I should not use it. So when me I hear all of that for and I put music for me, they didn't say I won't get the chance to use music. They said once you are not monetized, Miss Taylor, avoid using these music on your films until you are being remonetized. No all if me remonetize, no music and no sound now go on my video. Who find it favorable, who it not affect, go and use it. To each his own. Every art knows its own sorrow, and every art knows its own bitterness. Me a wall my own. And you see all the people them with the in I see you. I see you on the road trying to hype up yourself and think Althea is going to pay you any mind. That's your style. Those are your styles. That is what you come to earth to do, to hurt people's feelings, to behave like you are better than people, to show off, to keep people husband, to keep people wife, and to make trouble. I see you, but I don't see you. Hello, Journey! At work, light done. Thanks for coming, man. Clean, good up journey of my life. I want you to hear this clear journey. You know why I follow your channel? Because I know you're raw and you burn out the chichi them. I listen to you, man. I love to follow your content and I'm going to do better by you. By sitting and listen to you burning out the chichi them. They are there and I don't have any time. I don't have any more time for them. I have some real good friends in my corner that are looking to see that I continue to do my best. And these evil people, some of them are in the same place in my neighborhood. We go on like them want go on like them want pop style. You pop in this style off of yourself, not Althea. Because Althea don't see you anymore. I see what you're doing. I know what you're about. But you're not going to draw me out because I have a real good friend in my corner who watching every step that I take and want to make sure that I stay put and stay calm from people like you. And the journey of my life, you are an inspiration. I can tell you, my son called me up last night. I started to talk about the chocolate. Here I got here. It's not everybody want to hear about chocolate and ancient people. But I am happy I got it across. My son called me up last night. My son is busy. He don't have much time for me. And when you see him call me up and him said, Mommy, I need you to hear this. And it's because of your friend's son why I call you in this piece. My son have an Instagram page. I, as his mother, didn't even know about it. It's somebody lead me to it. Because sometimes him post them sexy girls with them bottom shoot out and boobs. And he wanted to keep that away from me because him respect me. But it's okay, man, because I don't have a problem with sexiness. I like to see people putting themselves together. And when I found the page, it's said Portland trending. So where we live in Portland here, he is posting what is happening in Portland. The nice parties, he's doing a promotion. He charged them when they want him to shout out their parties. So sometimes you will see me going to support the party because my son helped to promote the party. And when my son helped to promote any party, my son is the big league. And that is one of the reasons I wanted to get him out of Jamaica because I realized that he was becoming favorite. All of the girls, them love him. Anyway, them there. And I didn't want the boys to believe that my son is taking away their girls. So it was not until when he went to America that I slept easy. They would come for my son. I have a piece of old car here. Miss Evans says she never see one vehicle move so often. Every time him no get no rest. Sometimes him get sick, him a shake because him friend them not going out leave him. So him say him want to be a DJ and you will see him on the mic in the parties and whether he's DJing good things or not, the girls are there shouting for him. So he was making his name here. And I wasn't wanting it. So we bought a ticket and we sent him away. There's this young man who walked up to me. His father is my friend. Sometime I go in the bush in Swift River, go look for him father, and him father show me where the Thursday, the good old tobacco, the good old yam. And his father is a nice man. I didn't even know that the young man is that man's son. When he walked up to me, he said, "Your son is my inspiration, and I am starting an Instagram page, and I'm going to use the word to you, miss, by copying your son's page. So your son is my inspiration." I gave him my son contact so that my son could teach him how to do the page. Because I was saying his dad is my friend, so let's not hide it from him. My son have, I think it's 29,000 followers on Instagram. And sometimes, not even sometimes, all the time, when he does the promotion and get paid, he asks them to pay even either me or my daughter here. So she would go collect the money. The first place she gone is KFC. I don't mind, man. It's her brother sending her some love from his Instagram page because when he promotes well. So the young man said, he takes my son footstep. He is taking my son footstep by making up the page where he can get paid to promote too. And my son help him along the way. My son called me last night and he said, "Mommy, I want to be in peace with those people. And because it's your friend's son, I'm going to take this easy. But look, I'm at work. I don't even pay my page mine." Somebody called me to say, this is what the young man is posting. I couldn't believe. Here is what the young man said. I'm going to read what the young man said. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. I think I posted it on my WhatsApp. Somewhere there it is. Or maybe I have to look back in the message that my son sent me. He said, Portland is too small. Let me turn down this. Portland is too small for me. Me G trending. Me give trending the place to run and him can't run the place. Portland is too small for me. Me get trending. So that's my son now. Me get trending the place for run and him can't run the place. So he is saying that he give my son the platform to maneuver and my son cannot run it. And he continued to say, your time up. And me I run the app now. When I told my friend about it this morning, this is the quote. The best thing about bad mind is that it's not your mind. People, you say uno? Some of uno? We're out there I behave so. I tell my son, let me angle this one. Because I'm going to find its dad. And I'm going to let him read this. If him dad can't read, me I go read it to him. And I'm going to let him hear. This is somebody that copied my son page. YouTube right for me, you know. YouTube right for all the way. Do not promote anybody. Let them promote themselves. You don't know when they will get bad mind and ungrateful. Look what my son did for that young man. And this is the pay, the journey of my life. And this is why yesterday when I was walking the woods, I came upon something that I am going to help. I already called for help. I relate what I came up on to a church pastor. And whatever is going to be done, it's not going to be done for that person to get help in the public. Because we're not going to show anybody what we do to help anybody. Because at the same time, somebody speak the word to me to say, me go on like me good. I cannot do no better than when I see the problem, if I can tackle it. You know, if Sidani Brown was here, man, we could tackle a lot of things, man. Give out cure packages, give what we can, and we're not going to show ourselves doing it. Because it's the good that Jesus Christ was doing that caused him to get crucified. And I told the same to my friend this morning, and he said, Althea, go out and do good. And what you found yesterday, show it to the world. And I said, no. I said, no. I already showed it to the pastor. And nobody on YouTube not going to see it. And nobody on YouTube not going to hear about it. If we are going to help, we are going to help in secret. I have enough vegetable and fruits in which to post. You will all see those. But whatever else natural life have doing, you're not going to know. Because you're knowing and some of you behaving like you are happy for me and my family, and you are not. This young man copied my son's business, making money from it, just like my son is doing. My son is there trying to sort out his business, not knowing that this man have animosity towards him. And I still told my son, this is what is causing the lives on TikTok. So do not address him. Let me who he came to and told that he's copying you, let me address it to his dad and him. Full speed ahead, I'm going to their house. I am going to let him know that I know what you are doing and back off and leave my son alone. Because my son don't have nothing near bad mind in him. Nothing. My son is for the people and nothing else. My son is not for no side of party, neither PNP nor GLP. If it's PNP time, empowering. If it's JLP, him don't have no time for that. My son work and sleep, and him have him own dirty problem them for face in a life like anybody else have issues he does. So him not have no time for no boy I go up on him page and I talk them type of things there. And especially to somebody who he helped along the way. Some are uno too ungrateful. And I see it happen here on YouTube. A lot of them doesn't want good for you. There is a content creator who have everything. Everything. She have the most luxury. And she's providing content and people giving her stars and people giving her super chat and people giving her more and more. And I know that I, as a content creator, a lot of people who don't want nobody to give me nothing. But it's okay. Because the few people who click to Natural Life Without Fear, thanks to, if I get out, I don't even have to post a video when I'm on YouTube. A regular 3 minutes or 10 minutes or 20-minute video that may not go anywhere. Go look at my shorts and some of my live streams. That's where I make my $1 from. I just post videos to keep it going because nobody not interested in the videos I see. So I don't have to post videos. I leave them there. But I still encourage because what I post in the videos are still important. I see my shorts getting more views and shorts pay. So I can go ahead and pay, and make shorts and still get paid once I monetize. So if my videos doesn't go nowhere, you do not have to say one side and laugh off of my video. Because you can't laugh off of my shorts because my shorts them sexy. Sexy shorts me wear. So I know what to do to keep my channel going. So if I don't get views on my regular videos, my shorts are there to back me up. And if I post 1 million shorts on YouTube, once it's in the requirement of YouTube, they will say there is no issue. And somebody will click. Because me have the little shorts buzz there. I know what to do, man. My daughter said she want fried plantain. I think she need frankfurter or spam. So even though I don't eat certain things, whatever my family asks for, when them ready, if we stop eating, then we stop eating. I don't force them. So I still prepare the chicken for them, even though I'm totally against it for myself. And I told my daughter, one day I want you to stop eating chicken. But don't be fooling, because if I have enough fish, she won't mind eating fish every day. So I really don't have to have chicken if I have enough fish. And that is one of the things that I try to put in place, and the guys rob me too. So I give 3 different fishermen 3 different fishing nets in order to fish for me and then don't give me any fish. So the people are not kind, the people are not honest, the people are not fair. There's nobody that I know. If I want hour now, you go sleep. So goodbye, my friends. I have to go make breakfast for my birthday angel. So let's go because she said it's 1 hour. And thank you for making it. Journey, Patilla, who did it? Who never did it? Thank you all for coming, man, and please do not come in the back of my chat to fast. Come to support. And I want YouTube to start showing you up. Thanks for coming, man. I was going to plan to read the line, but my daughter is there. She's getting jiggy. All right.